Hey everybody, welcome back. Hope y'all had a good week. It's a good week here. Uh Nothing in particular, just a good week. A couple days off in a row, which don't happen a lot, so I figured I'd do a video tonight. Um I wanted to review, talk about whatever. Craze by Armaf. I don't know if I've reviewed it before. I might have, so if I did, sorry, but whatever. I'm having a hard time now figuring out if I reviewed shit before, and I don't want to go look back. That's not my style. So yeah, and this is weird. It comes in this, like, I show you the whole thing, because it's kind of weird, in a way. It's not very convenient. You have the box, you gotta shake it, get it out. Then comes to this thing. It's got a finger hole back here. You poke it out. Do. See finger hole? You gotta be careful though, because this does open. And it has fallen on me. Just from here to here, but nothing major. So this is the bottle. It's not a bad looking bottle. The cap is cheap as hell. I mean, I don't know what the hell that is. The cap is cheap as hell, but the bottle itself is okay. The color of the juice and whatnot kind of reminds me of a old school Azzaro, but it's not anything like Azzaro. The cap clips on. You can pick it up, but I wouldn't. I just wouldn't trust this cap to do a whole lot of shit. It's got this like leather band around it. It's an okay bottle. The atomizer's good for, it's typical Armaf. Short, wide, like I like my women. So for those you don't know, this is a clone of Perfumes of Marley Pegasus. I have the sample of Pegasus that I got from my buddy. I'll compare the two side by side, but we'll talk about this first. Again, notes are heliotrope, which is kind of like a slightly sweet almond, cumin, bergamot, bitter almond, jasmine, lavender, sage, vanilla, amber, and sandalwood. From the initial blast pretty much to the finish, I get hit with that heliotrope and bitter almond. This is a bittersweet kind of scent. It's mostly the bitter almond and the lavender and the vanilla. The sandalwood comes out to play later on, far dry down. But it's very, yeah, that's it from start to finish. It's a slightly sweet, slightly bitter vanilla. The only other note I pick up heavy in the mid is cumin, and I don't like it. This is the type, some people say cumin gives you a BO vibe. I don't know if it's a BO vibe. It's definitely a funk. The best way to describe it, I guess, would be BO, but it's not BO. It's not like somebody fucking hasn't showered in weeks and they're just dirty. We all know people like that. Ugh, fucking clean your fucking body. Gross. Ugh. People are disgusting. It's this funk, and it's not. It's this scent. I how do I say it? I like it and I don't. There's aspects to it that I love, absolutely love. I love actually that bittersweet almond, with the dusty sweet vanilla and the powdery lavender. It's a beautiful, but that cumin really just for a good couple hours too, just kind of doesn't do it for me. It's that funk. This is my little sample of I got from my buddy. I only got about that much left. It's a little 30 mil I bought from him. of Perfumes of Marley Pegasus. I got it on this hand. People say that this is a really good clone of Perfumes of Marley Pegasus, and it really, really is. Very close, very nice, very close. I do like Perfumes of Marley Pegasus better. I find it's a little rounder and fuller. Of course, that would be the more expensive ingredients. And it's doesn't have as much as that cumin vibe, I find, as Craze does. That really doesn't, that really just, if that cumin wasn't there in both of them, but definitely in Craze, if that cumin wasn't there, I'd like it more, but then it wouldn't be niche because it wouldn't have some kind of weird funk to it. So, yeah, if I could get rid of the cumin or get past the cumin, it's really nice, but that cumin just throws me off bad. But I do like it. That's the strange thing. I do like the scent. The cumin tends to waft up every few minutes. You know what I mean? You smell it, like, oh, I like it. You smell it 10 minutes later, like, yeah, like, ooh, there's something in there. You know, ooh, yeah. So, and it is a lot harsher, louder, I guess, in the opening than Perfumes de Marley, believe it or not. That would be the cheaper ingredients, giving off a bit of a harsh, loud vibe. But the scent is loud on its own anyway, both of them. Perfumes de Marley and the Armaf, they're both loud scents. A lot of people say beast mode. I wouldn't quite go there, but it's just a hair under. It projects for a good 3 or 4 hours and a couple feet out there, but it never seems to really pass an arm's length. But the longevity, holy shit, on both of these. I picked up shirts I've sprayed this on 2 days earlier, and all I can smell is this. The longevity is an all-dayer, easily. Put it on at work, when I went to work. Never had to reapply. It never really became a skin scent. Ever. I got home. Was home for a couple hours. We're talking 10 hours on my skin. It's still not a skin scent. So the longevity is incredible. 24 hours, easy. And a solid 4, maybe 5 hours of solid arm length, if not a little more projection. But yeah, comparing the two again, the Perfumes de Marley Pegasus and the Armaf, the Pegasus is just a nicer scent. I mean, it's, again, for fucking $350, it better be. And that's what he paid for it a couple years ago. How much is it go for now? He gave me quite the deal on that 30 mil. I got that for fucking $30. It's not bad at all. But like I said, it's 2 or 3 guys here. It's 3 or 4. We all help each other out because it's not a big community in my city. So I've given him good deals too, and you know, we all give each other good deals. So yeah, I mean, if you can afford the Perfumes de Marley, it is a slightly better, but to my nose, it's not better enough to warrant the price difference. Like I said, you buy 300, we'll say 350. It might be $400 now. Anywhere from $300 to $400 for that Perfumes de Marley, I'm guessing, nowadays. This was $20. I mean, and it's not lacking in performance. It smells almost identical. Like I said, it just got, it seems to, the only difference is it's got a lot more cumin in it, at least to my nose, than the Perfumes de Marley. I still pick up the cumin in the Perfumes de Marley, but it's not as prominent. Which would make sense. Cumin's kind of a cheaper note and easier to synthesize and make or use a synthetic note. So, guess it would make sense. Compliment factor, I got good compliments on it, even when my nose was picking up the cumin. I got 4 from the girls at work. They all liked it. They all said it was really nice. So, I mean, again, compliment king? Not really, but a compliment getter? Yeah, sure. Like I said, the only real, and maybe it's a guy thing then, because the only real bad compliment, I wouldn't even call it a compliment, but the bad was a guy at work said it was not very nice. He used a few explicitives, but I won't use here. Yeah, why won't I? He said it fucking stinks. So maybe it's just a guy thing. Maybe girls don't pick up on the cumin like guys do. I don't know. I'm not a fucking biologist. But, or maybe they pick up on it differently. I don't know. But to my nose, yeah, a couple hours of that fucking, because it's like this bittersweet, powdery almond. And vanilla. And it's pretty much that for the first couple hours. Then the cumin comes in and kind of, I mean, the bittersweet almond lasts the whole life of the scent, like I said. But the cumin comes in and kind of pushes the almond to the background. And it's like this funky sweet. And the heliotrope's still popping, so it's kind of giving it that nutty vibe too. And it's just not pleasant. And that's for, like I said, an hour and a half, 2 hours. But then something happens and the bittersweet and vanilla and stuff start pushing back, I guess, and the cumin almost disappears. And then it becomes a really nice scent again. If it's just I didn't have that hour and a half, 2 hours on my skin anyway of that cumin, giving it a bit of a funk, it would be almost perfect, honestly. So, yeah, like I said, there you go, guys. If you want Pegasus, you can't afford it, don't want to afford it, whatever the option, get the Armaf for 20 or 30 bucks. I mean, and in the air, like when you're surrounded by it, I can't even tell the difference. It's just when I get up a little closer and that cumin really hits me in the mouth. So, I mean, Armaf does, when they do it right, they do a really good job. When they do it bad, it's fucking horrible. The original Craze. Tag him. Holy shit, those things were bad. One of their Sauvage Twist colognes. I forget which one it is. I think Viennetta or the Pride of Armaf. It's one of the two. I think it's the Pride of Armaf, actually. I find that just stinks. Any fucking Armaf clone that's based on Bleu de Chanel stinks. I mean, so I'm not an Armaf fanboy. I like them when they're good, but I'll call them out when they're bad. So, and this one is really good, but with aspects of really bad for me. But I still wear it. I still enjoy it. It's nice. What else did there was one to tell you. Oh, I tried wearing, I know some people are going to hate me for this. The Encre Noir. Again. And oh my God. I don't know what you people are smelling. And no, it's not fake. It's not a dupe. It's real. Come right from, I'm sorry. It just makes me feel like ill in my head, stuffed up, and the smell is not that good. And I'm not the only one, because I didn't get any compliments the day I wore it. As a matter of fact, one girl said, well, it smells better than BO and bad feet or dirty feet or something like that. And I'm like, well, I guess that's a compliment. So I'm not the only one. Maybe it's just niche cologne guys that like that stuff, but because your average Joe does not like that. I'm sorry, I've got nothing but I don't like it. And anybody who smelled it doesn't like it around me. I mean, it's just, I don't get it. I tried to give it another fair play and wear it, and it just, no. I'm not selling on eBay. I can double my money. So, yeah. It was just a little tidbit on Quaid Ride. I also got to, one of the buddies that I talked about, he bought D squared wood. It was at Shoppers for like $20. He can keep the $20. that stuff, again, a lot of people like it. And I even looked online, and it's like super masculine and shit. It smells like a woman's perfume. And, I mean, it doesn't smell bad. It smells like a good woman's perfume. Almost like a Clinique Happy or something like that. I mean, it smells like a woman's perfume. I'm sorry. I don't get manliness out of it at all. I mean, I think maybe people just like trying to convince themselves or trick themselves because it's got wood in the title, so it's got to be man. They smell like oak and maple and pine and ooh, man. No, it smells like a woman's perfume, a middle-aged woman's perfume at that. You know, like I said, some woman in her 40s or 50 been wearing Clinique her whole life. Sorry again, but thank God I didn't waste. I almost wasted $20 on it a couple weeks ago. Thank God I didn't. Ugh, smells like, but it smells good. I don't want to sit here and say I love it on a woman, but not a dude. No. Anyway, guys, that's it. Peace, love, be good to each other.